From the Opepco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenni Carlson. Gina, the Cowboys are headed to the Fiesta Bowl, but they'll be going without Christian Littlehead, one of their defensive tackles. What is the loss of him and the situation around him right now? Where does that leave the Cowboys?
Well, it definitely leaves a void because he was a part-time starter there at defensive tackle. Him and Anthony Rogers have kind of shared that other tackle role opposite Nigel Nicholas. And against the Stanford team that likes to run the ball, a pro-style offense, he's obviously a guy that kind of plugs that middle of the field. And so he played about 18 to 20 snaps per game. So between, Anthony Rogers will probably play more snaps. You might see James Castleman, the freshman. You might see David L. Collins in there a little bit more. So it's a void, but in that type of situation, the suspension was certainly expected, and I think that's what you have to do if you're Mike Gundy in that situation.
Obviously, Littlehead arrested for a drug charge. Let's talk about what this means against the Stanford run game, because everybody knows Andrew Luck.
Right.
But lo and behold, the Cardinal can run the ball too. How does that play into being a little thinner at defensive tackle?
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to have an impact. You're right. Everyone does talk about Andrew Luck, and rightfully so. He's a superstar quarterback. He's going to be the #1 pick in the draft coming up in April. But Stanford's ranked in the top 25 in rushing yards per game as well, and they actually run the ball more than they throw it. So, that defensive line is going to have people charging at them all game. And so without, again, a person that was a starter and at the very least a heavy contributor, not having him on that defensive line is going to be an impact.
All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.